What's up, family? It's your girl, D-Ray, the Divine Relationship Alchemist, helping you heal your relationship with self to heal your relationship with others. Okay, so the energy has been so thick this full moon. I'm so grateful. And I just want to come share something with you. So this video is the dangers of sustained negative thinking. The dangers of sustained negative thinking. All right. Now, before I get into all of that information that is so necessary, right, I just want to say C. Freeman L's energy is coming through so strong right now. So if you need a good teacher, if you want to learn more about yourself, if you want to feel empowered in a practical manner about how to live your life from a spiritual perspective, from a spiritual place, check out C. Freeman L right now, because his energy is coming through so thick that every time I hear his voice, I'm getting chills. My heart is filled with joy. His energy right now is so vibrant. So check out C. Freeman L. If you go to Masterly Foolishness page, which everybody should be donating to and following right now if you're on this path, go to his C. Freeman L playlist and let it rock. All right? And so do that. Did I have anything else to say about that? No, I don't. All right? C. Freeman L. C. Freeman L. His energy is thick right now. Please check go and look at his stuff. It's really going to touch your heart. Now, the dangers of sustained negative thinking. The first thing that you have to understand when it comes to negative thoughts is that they manifest in 17 seconds. All right? Whenever we're thinking positively, 17 seconds seems to go by pretty slowly. It's like, damn, I've been holding this positive thought for 7 seconds. 17 seconds, come on, because I want to manifest this, right? But when you're in a negative thought program or a negative thought pattern, that 17 seconds is running like this. Quick. All right? And so you have to get out of that negative thought as quickly as possible, because 17 seconds goes by as fast as my eyes are blinking. All right? So what actually happens after that 17 seconds? After that 17 seconds, that negative thought, of course, is projected out into the universe, right? This holographic universe. And it's holographic because whatever you project outward is reflected to you. That's a hologram. You see what you project, okay? And within that 17 seconds, the universe, you, God, right, starts moving the pieces and the puzzles of your life to align with that thought. What's up, Matthew Hezekiah? I ain't seen you in a long time. Anyways, within 17 seconds, the universe starts moving the pieces around in your life, right, to align with, synchronistically, to align your steps with the thought that you're having. Now, of course, this is not just all negative thoughts. This is positive thoughts as well. Nevertheless, a sustained negative thought is manifesting. A sustained positive thought is manifesting, but we're specifically talking about negative ones today so that we can understand the importance of being able to snap out of it and being able to bring ourselves back to this high vibrational state of being. I'm like jumbling up my words because I'm so passionate about this topic right now. Because you got to understand, the mind and the spirit are like one and the same, right? Mind. Okay? And your spirit is either healed or is, what's a better word? Healed or unhealed based off the thoughts that you're having. Okay? Okay? And so in order for us to heal our spirit, we have to heal our mind. We have to heal our thinking. All right. So if you're constantly thinking negatively, then those thoughts are affecting your spirit body. And then inevitably, your spirit body is going to manifest into this reality. Everything starts spirit first. Spirit, and then you recognize it in the physical. All right. So 17 seconds, you only got 17 seconds to get out of that negative thought pattern or that negative thought stream before the universe starts moving the pieces around. Visualize this, right? Like your life is out there in a whole bunch of bits and puzzles, right? And so, depending on your thoughts, the puzzles are being realigned. The puzzles are being put together to bring you to a specific space in time. And then we usually call that synchronicity, right? Some people who are not privy to this knowledge will call it coincidence, right? But in all reality, it is just you aligning with the thoughts that you've projected outwardly. All right, so that's the first thing. All right. The second thing about sustained negative thinking is that it causes cell degeneration. Meaning your cells start to reflect your thought. Your cells start to reflect that low vibration, right? Which inevitably will cause you to start looking physically, right? You look like your thoughts. Now that shit is a little bit crazy, but that's the truth. You could tell, you can, look, I'm really looking at my face right now because you can tell within your face, within your body, within the aches and pains that you feel, you can tell where your thoughts and what kind of mental state of being you have been in, because your cells reflect your thoughts. So your cells start to degenerate based off of you sustaining negative thinking. Your cells assimilate to the thoughts that you have. All right? And so when you want to manifest this beautiful body, this beautiful skin, this long, healthy hair, this, this energy, this glow that is reflected from the inside out, you have to control your thoughts, right? I can look at a person. I don't even got to be up close on them, but I can look on them and energetically I can tell where their mental game is, what their mental state is. Right? And we all want to be able to get to that point. And we need to get to that point and that understanding within ourselves first, right? The next thing about sustained negative thinking is that you create a subconscious loop. All right? And that shit is torture, right? That shit is torture. And that subconscious loop, we could also call it an entity. We can also call it an entity that just keeps coming back and feeding off of us. All right. We already know that entities and deities and things of that nature, we create them in our minds. We create them to go out and do work on our behalf. And so when you hold on to a negative thought for too long and you feel some type of way about that negative thought, you create an entity. That entity sits on your shoulder, sits in your auric field, and it just comes in. Whenever it's ready for a meal and when it's ready to feed off of you, it just comes in. What that entity really is a subconscious loop, right? Meaning the actual messages or synapses within your brain, they keep on going around, bringing that thought up, okay? So when you sustain a negative thought for too long, you create a subconscious loop. And that is torturing yourself. Because you know within you that you don't want to be having this thought, right? And so I'm going to give solutions on how to deal with this. But let me just get it all the way out. The subconscious loop, right? Meaning you be going on about your day and then that thought pops into your head. And you're like, what? Where is this coming from? And then you release it, and then a little while later, that thought comes right back, and you're like, what? That's the loop. That loop is also indicative of an entity. All right? Let's keep going. Well, that's pretty much the most important points you need to know about why you should not sustain, or the dangers of sustaining a negative thought. One, they manifest within 17 seconds. They start connecting and aligning the pieces of your life, and then boom, you end up being in alignment and synchronicity with that, and then it manifests. Two, cell degeneration. The cells of your body start to assimilate to the thoughts that you are having. And so not only is it manifesting in your external world, but it is also being reflected in your physical body. You look like your thoughts. All right. And then lastly, you create this subconscious loop, and that subconscious loop is an entity. And the more you have that thought and the more you feel some type of way about that thought, the stronger that entity gets. All right. But I'm not going to ever come on here and tell you something without a solution, right? And so a couple of solutions that I have used in the past to break the thought before it gets to that 17 seconds, or before I let it sit there for too long, right? Or before I let it start really affecting me. And then something else that I wanted to add. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, C. Freeman L. I'm getting this glow on the chin. Thank you, C. Freeman L, for this, right? When you stay in a negative thought for too long, one of the most important things that happens is it takes you and it extracts you from being in the moment, from being in the now. All right? I'm telling you this from experience. You may be enjoying time with your children, and this negative thought comes into your head, and you hold on to it, and now you're missing the precious moments with your children, right? You may be making sweet love to the love of your life, and a negative thought comes into your mind. You hold on to it for too long, and now you're taken out of the moment of experiencing that divine pleasure. You may be in meditation. This negative thought comes into your head. You hold on to it for too long, right? And now you're taking out of this opportunity for you to actually receive channels, or for you to actually project out into the universe what it is that you want to manifest and what it is that you actually want to be. Thank you, Spirit, for slowing me down. I needed to slow down. I was excited about this topic, and I had to calm my energy down. All right? Okay. So when we hold on to a negative thought for too long, it takes us out of the moment, the present, right? Which is where everything truly, truly manifests from. Which is where we really open up our sensory perceptions to actually receive the spiritual information that is always being channeled to us. Okay? And so, some ways that I deal with this, right? The first thing that I like to think about, or the first thing that I turn to, is my clearing spray, which I am making for purchase. It is for sale now, all right? So just email me if you're interested, and I will tell you the pricing and everything. But I have a clearing spray. Let me see. I've showed this on another video that I did, and I just keep it in this small thing. The one that I'm going to make for the thing, I keep it in this glass, right? I keep it in glass. Obviously, this has been used. I ain't gonna tell you what's all in it. Go look at my other video, because I talked about it in another video. But if I'm feeling incessive, if I'm having a negative thought that is not benefiting me, I pull this out and I just spray a couple of little sprays out. And just that aroma, just smelling the essential oils that are in that, automatically reverts and changes my mind about the thought that I'm actually having. All right? So the clearing spray, I'm making that for purchase. Okay, so that's one thing. And you can make this for yourself, whatever resonates with you, whatever brings you back to peace, whatever detaches you from these thoughts. The clearing spray, that's the first thing that you can do. Cheek, cheek, you're good. Another concept that I've been putting into play that I actually learned a while ago is thinking of thoughts as clouds. All right. And we all know that clouds move. They just move. They shift. Hence, you've been able to see me like this with this amount of light on me, and then a cloud will move in front of the sun, and now it's dark, whatever. Okay. The clouds move. And so what you want to think of whenever you're having a negative thought, visualize that thought as a cloud and then watch it move. Because that's what clouds do. And that's what thoughts really are. Thoughts are supposed to be moved, especially the ones that are not beneficial to you. So visualize the thought as a cloud and watch it pass through your mind. That's another technique. And then the last technique that I use is I conjure up Archangel Michael in my mind. All right. Let me make this point, because I've been seeing this video of Bobby Hemmett after he had his stroke, talking about fuck the angels and forget the gods and all of that stuff like that. And I understand where he's coming from with that. Understand that the mind is all. So whatever you configure in your mind, that's what it is. That's what you will create. That's what you will manifest. And so for me, I understand that Archangel Michael is a war god. or a war angel or whatever. He is the leader of battle. And whenever we're thinking about negative thoughts, that's a battle in the mind. All right. Higher self and lower self. There's a battle there. And so what I would do is conjure up Archangel Michael. Now, I have the relationship that I have with Archangel Michael stemmed from my love for Michael Jackson, the singer. And so it's so important to create connections and things of that nature. But what I would do was visualize Archangel Michael arising in my mind and cutting the thought up. All right. Some people use the energy of Sekhmet. Some people use the energy of Kali. Whatever energy that you want to use, to where all you have to do is visualize that energy, that archangel, that entity, that deity. All you have to do is visualize that deity coming up within your mind. Understand that this deity, this archangel, this entity is you. Right? So when I summon Archangel up in my mind to tear up and to win the battle between low vibrational fear-based thinking and high vibrational love-based thinking, Archangel Michael looks like me. He got my face. I'm saying he, but it's really androgynous. My face, my fro, right? My skin tone, it's me. All right. Rise up, chop up these thoughts, and then I can release it. All right. Yeah. All right. I feel like I got all of that out. All right. Don't sustain negative thoughts. They only take 17 seconds to manifest. The universe starts aligning your path to actually come one in the physical with that thought. 2, cell degeneration. Your cells do whatever your thoughts tell them to do. Hence why we're able to heal ourselves with willpower. Shout out to Bobby Hemming because he said that shit. Heal using your mind, right? So you can heal yourself using your mind, or you can kill yourself using your mind, right? Obviously, sustained positive thinking is going to cause you to have spontaneous healing. Obviously, sustained negative thinking is going to lead you to have a deteriorating body, right? 3, whenever you sustain negative thoughts, you create a subconscious loop. This subconscious loop is an entity, right? It is synapses that are connecting and going back and forth in your brain physically, like in your physical brain, right? That's what it is. It's an entity, and it will keep coming up to feed off of you if you don't deal with it. All right. 4, snatches you out of the moment, snatches you out of whatever you are in right now. All right. So in order to deal with that, you need a clearing spray. That's going to help, shake up your head and put you back in the space, right? You need to think of these thoughts as clouds, right? Visualize them as clouds and watch them move. If there's a certain energy, deity, archangel that resonates with you, that you feel personally connected to, summon that deity, summon that energy up into your mind and chop those thoughts all the way up. And you do that consistently until they stop coming back. All right? I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my page. Subscribe to Love Lift Life, So It Is Written, Travis Mages. Stay tuned for our Sunday services, and then look out for my clearing spray. Love you guys. Peace. Hope you enjoy and can take something away from this.